Hello, everyone. I am Brittany. Um, Natalie asked me to make a recording for you guys to talk about something that I wish I knew in high school. And I had to think about it for a while because there's a lot of things that I wish I knew in high school that I know now at 36 years old. However, the one that stuck with me most was I wish I had known that how important it was for me to choose a career path that suited my strengths. Um, I did figure that out early enough that I didn't waste much time in that. But I remember in high school, I especially wanted to be a doctor. And I was taking all these science classes, and I was really driven, and I really wanted to be a doctor. However, I realized I had to work especially hard in my science classes. I'm not naturally gifted in the sciences, or math for that matter. And I realized I was just working, I had to work so much harder than I had to my other subjects. And I started thinking that if I wanted to be a doctor, all my classes were going to be science classes. And they were only going to get harder and harder and harder. And thankfully, I had a wonderful coach. Um, I was a swimmer, and he sat down with me and we talked about my career paths and things like that. And I kind of realized that, the sciences weren't my strong suit, neither was math, and that being a doctor was not something that was impossible, but it probably was something that was going to cause me a lot more stress and anguish than it was going to bring me joy. However, I knew I wanted to be a helper. I wanted to be in a helper profession in some way. And so what I ended up doing was I chose a liberal arts college because I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do yet. And that was probably the best decision I made. And I just majored in something that I enjoyed. And I enjoyed English. I enjoyed art. So I was an English and an art major. And when I graduated, I decided I wanted to be a teacher. So I was still able to be a helper, and I could teach children, which I loved. And that's what I ended up doing for 10 years. I got my master's in education a couple of years after I graduated college. And then I was a teacher for 10 years. And even though I loved teaching, I took a break when I had my first son, my only son, a couple of years off after he was born so I could stay home with him. And then when I decided I wanted to go back to work, I decided that I wanted to still help people, but I was seeing a lot of mental health crises in the world and in the schools and things like that. And I wanted to be part of helping in the mental health field. And so I had a new passion. So I am now actually getting another master's degree in mental health counseling. I'm at the University of Rochester right now. So, but in the end, I think I just wish I knew how important it was to find something that I loved to do, um, and that suited my strengths. And I think that is the most important thing. 'Cause I ended up being very happy in my professions that I've chosen. And while I may not have made as much money as I would have made as a doctor, to me, happiness, internal happiness, is way more important than how much money I was making. And I could still make a livable salary, so that was okay with me. So I hope this was helpful, and I wish you guys all the luck in the world going forward on this journey of higher education and college. And you guys should be really proud of yourselves. So, and thank you, Natalie, for asking me to make a video. I'm more than happy to help out anytime. Thanks, guys. Bye.